Stay with us.
This segment is sponsored by Martin Supermarkets. It's a Martin's Monday, and March is National Nutrition Month.
Martin's has everything you need to stay healthy all season long. Take a look. Well, in the month of March, there is a lot to celebrate, and no matter how big or small your celebration might be, you can find all of the products at your local supermarkets. And of course, we have St. Patrick's Day in the month of March, and Chef Brittany is going to show us how to make something a little extra special to celebrate.
Super fun. So mini shepherd's pie, so easy for any party, anything you're
look
doing.
At these. This is a done. This is what it will look like when it's finished.
So in the filling, I'm just using some ground beef, and I've seasoned it with salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Ground beef. We need a little bit of a closer look at that because that's what I'm smelling. It smells so good,
yes.
Brittany.
So then a little bit of white onion in there.
Okay, onions going in.
Mixed veggies.
Mixed veggies.
So then once those cook down a little bit, we would add the flour. And
Okay.
you're gonna cook your flour for a few minutes to cook out that raw flour, and then add some beef stock. So it's gonna get nice and thick and kind of give you that finished like filling.
So like a little bit of a thicker
Yes.
filling. How much flour would you typically put in? Would it be this
depends on
entire
how much
amount?
you're making.
Okay.
But as long as you're just getting that consistency, you don't need too much. So a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, just depending on how much you have.
I love not measuring and just going by what it's supposed to look like.
So then I used the crescent roll dough and just kind of put it in a mini or a muffin tin.
Yeah.
And then put my filling in, and then just used some already done mashed potatoes to top it, and then baked that at 350 for about 25 minutes, and then you have perfect mini shepherd's pie.
So adorable too. They smell amazing. I mean, I'm a huge fan of shepherd's pie. And then going right next to the shepherd's pie, these also look amazing and smell incredible.
So you can't have St. Patty's Day without some kind of Reuben corned beef. I mean, the whole realm.
Yep. Okay.
So I have egg roll wrappers, and then you're just gonna put like 2 pieces of Swiss cheese down.
Okay. Right in the middle.
Yep. And then top it with some of your sliced corned beef.
Okay.
And I just got that right from the deli.
Right from the deli. Okay.
And then a little bit of cabbage in there.
A little bit of cabbage.
And then I just use this, and you'll wipe all your ends of your
Okay.
egg roll wrapper.
All
just,
the
kinda
way
like
around.
Your glue.
And this is just water?
I just use water. You could use an egg wash if you
Okay.
wanted, but
Water is easy enough. And then where would you typically find
those are in the produce department.
the produce? Okay.
And then you'll just wrap it.
Am I going this
Yep,
way?
So go up,
Up.
all the way over,
All the way over.
and then tuck these sides in first.
Okay. And then where's the roll?
It the other way.
This way?
Yep.
Look, I'm getting the demo. I might have overstuffed
That's it.
mine, but is
That's
that
okay.
even a problem?
That's perfect.
Look how easy.
So I baked mine instead
Perfect.
of fried them, but you can put them in the air fryer, you can bake them, you can do whatever works for you. Baking to me just seemed easy. Serve them with some Thousand Island dressing, you're good to go.
I love it. Now,
So
what
then
else? I've been
party
waiting to
with-
dig into
I mean,
this.
You eat beer, cheese, and bacon at your party. So
I mean,
got
of
this-
course you do. That's a
Right.
given.
So I got this bread right from the bakery.
Okay.
I hollowed it out, and I'm going to use the rest of the bread for the dipping.
Okay.
And then I got this craft beer cheese dip right in the deli. And
So it's already done. You
Already
don't have to
done.
really add anything to the dip
So I
itself.
did crisp up some peppered bacon, mixed that in with beer cheese,
Okay.
and then put it in the bread bowl, topped it with a little cheese, and then broiled it for a few minutes to get it nice and bubbly.
Look at that.
So,
I know.
yes.
So it was in the broiler, but look, it's got that nice. Oh, that's amazing. So you can just kind of dip.
Yep.
Grab
so
and
then once
go.
you get all the way down, you'll start pulling apart that bread from the bread bowl.
Oh, it's
And
so
then,
good.
Of course, yeah, I always just top mine with like a little bit more bacon.
Okay, because you can never have too much bacon.
Never have too much bacon.
So amazing. Now, of course, if you're going to have a beautiful spread for St. Patrick's Day, you got to have a little bit of a cocktail, right, April?
Yeah.
All
that's where I
right,
come
that's
in.
where you come in.
I'll
We've
do
got
the
the
beverage.
eats, we need the drinks.
I'll do the beverage. So really simple. I just use vanilla bean ice cream. And of course, there's so many different kinds of Irish creams down there. You can even do whiskey and throw it in here too if you like.
Why
I
not?
always like Bailey's and throw it in there just with some frozen ice cream, let it go. And you've got a nice little easy cocktail.
This is
Adult
almost like a
cocktail.
dessert, though,
Very
after
much
you have
so,
some of these
yes.
amazing meals. Mm.
Yeah, St. Patty's, you're supposed to indulge and everything's supposed to be nice and rich and flavorful. So
Well, another reason to indulge in the month of March, March Madness, gotta have the snap. snacks.
Right. So Martin's Madness is what we are kind of celebrating, and I actually made like a huge fry board.
Oh, love
so
that.
I've kind of got a little bit of everything for everyone, from sweet potato fries. I just went down to our frozen food
What are
department
these right
and just
here?
took them out. Those are actually green beans.
Look at that.
And then I put it in my air fryer, so if you want to do that. These are if you want to do gluten-free. These are some gluten-free options. We've got the fun little smiley faces as well. Onion rings are down there. We've also got cauliflower, breaded cauliflower, and then any kind of dipping sauce. You can also make your own cheese sauce, which is super simple with a whole block of cheese and some evaporated milk.
I love that. Make your own cheese
And then I just
sauce.
put some Slappy Mama to make it a little Cajun-y and a little spicy.
That's
Give it a little
actually what the name of
Isn't
the
that
spice
awesome?
is. There you go.
And the beer cheese.
We're gonna dip it all. We've got some amazing
Everything is here.
snacks, some meals, of course, drinks, but whatever you're celebrating in the month of March, make sure you head to your local Martin's Supermarket. Martin's Supermarket, a store for everyone. Check them out at martins-supermarkets.com, or you can also follow them on Facebook or Twitter, or just head over to your local Martin's Supermarket.